Hi, this is Vlad, and you're watching Crypto Insider's Last Week in 5. This is the show which allows you to catch up with the articles published on the website in the last week, and it takes only 5 minutes. Today's sponsor is Bitcoin, the project that made it all happen but doesn't pay. Just ask Brian Armstrong. First of all, we have an article by this handsome guy named Vlad. It's called Litecoin, the good, the bad, and the FUD. The article basically compresses the most important events that happened to Litecoin during the last year, from the German bank deal to Lightning developments and Charlie Lee's decision to sell all of his coins. It's all there and available for you by clicking this link.
2. It's time to ask the real questions.
What did Plato think of Bitcoin? We're talking about one of the greatest minds in history, contemplating on the most revolutionary discovery of the last decade. What are the conclusions? Plato would have loved it because the Bitcoin governance is very much like his concept of philosopher kings, where the coders and developers are philosophers, the miners are guardians, and the traders are good old working class, make it all function. Read more about it by clicking this link.
3.
If you watch Mastering Bitcoin on Netflix, you'll see how early Bitcoin adapters were very much against banks. A few years later, we see the price crash and the community express outrage as another ETF gets rejected. What happened? Check out on the fading ideals of cryptocurrency enthusiasts.
4.
Benjamin Pyrus outlines the debate which took place between Roger Ver and Tonebase. It's a classical ideological clash between proponents of Austrian economics and fans of John Maynard Keynes. Or maybe just a battle of greed and self-interest.
Either way, Roger Ver has made a $1 million bet that Bitcoin Cash
Or Bcash.
would outclass Bitcoin
Or Bitcoin Core.
in 10 years. Read the article here.
5.
Benjamin also covered the news about the new Bitmain ASIC, which promises 7 nanometers technology, lower energy consumption, and more hashing power than ever. This is most definitely a strategic move by Jihan and Co, as this announcement strengthens their position before going public with the company.
6.
Amrit Mirchardani talks about 1 gram and its compliance with Sharia law. Unlike Bitcoin, this cryptocurrency project promises to be entirely backed by real gold supplies. Also, the company has committed towards respecting the Muslim religious communities of the world by offering a form of money which is compliant with their customs. Read more about it in the article.
7.
What's going on with Bitcoin Cash? That's a legitimate question, which Christopher Booth tries to answer. He refers to merchants and consumers, miners, developers, and just how close the coin is to mainstream adoption. Spoiler alert, it's pretty far, but you may read the article here.
8.
Fungibility, liquidity, and decentralized exchanges. That's another article by this handsome guy right here, and it basically outlines some fundamental ideas about why we need to develop more and more efficient decentralized exchanges. It doesn't matter if the dollar in your pocket once belonged to Pablo Escobar or Brad Pitt, but when you have bitcoins, which were held in Silk Road wallets, you might have an issue. And that's something we must fix.
9.
Why the blockchain space needs good journalism. This is pretty self-explanatory, but still useful as a reminder.
10.
How blockchain companies can build communities and email campaigns. TLDR, build a narrative, stick to it, be sincere, and be loyal to your community.
11.
Bitcoin mining and power use. Our OG from Tennessee, Blakely Jones Z, explains how banks consume so much more power than Bitcoin, and while the former is stagnating, the latter is finding greener sources that are exploited more efficiently.
12.
Are cryptocurrencies inevitable? Usman Javed presents a short history of money and innovations made in transactions. From checks to credit cards, ATMs, and the invention of digital cash, we're taken on a journey of mercantile discovery.
13.
Ricardo Fluffy Pony Spani talks to yours truly in an exclusive interview for Crypto Insider. Throughout 30 minutes, you will learn why he thinks he's like Spider-Man, how he would explain Monero to a child, and why he considers himself a builder.
14. Decentralized exchanges.
Are they critical for the future of digital assets? Our writer Mohammed Edaibat explains why centralized exchanges are terrible and what we need in order to decentralize.
15.
Benjamin Pyrus talks about the seizure of onebroker.com and its impact on sister website onefox.com.
The situation is nasty and involves the feds and a lot of uncertainty.
And it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out.
16.
Read all of Benjamin Pyrus's daily crypto roundups to find out the latest news on Crypto Insider.
17.
Thank you for watching. I'm Vlad, and I hope that I'll see you next week on Crypto Insider's Last Week in 5.